Hi, and welcome to Diversity in the Community. I am your host, Teresa Harris, since 2008. But I am so excited today because we have a young writer here today. And I'm so excited to have her on the show. And when they told me that she was 7 years old, oh my God. And I'm gonna let her tell who she is. But we're gonna be talking about the festival that's coming up, the Hartford Lit, right?
Yes.
Festival. So we also have Miss Enzima Hutchings that's here today. I've been knowing her for a long time. Smart, beautiful poet. Oh God, I'm so excited. And we're going to have a couple other guests that's coming on. And so I'm still excited because I have two grandbabies. So that's why the show is so important to me today. So I would like to introduce to you first Enzima, and she's going to ask her beautiful, smart grandbaby some questions. So welcome to the program.
Thank you, Ms. Teresa. It's an honor being here at Win TV and participating on your show. Thank you for having us. And Bella Ray. This is my granddaughter. She's a young author.
Oh my.
And entrepreneur now, because now she's into, selling her little merch. She got little pens and things. So she's just doing all kinds of things.
Wow.
And on tour with Hartford's Lit, the Hartford Book Festival, and other festivals. So we're excited to be here.
Oh my goodness. Now, first you want to tell me a little bit more about what's coming up with Hartford Lit.
Yes, so Hartford's Lit is celebrating their 7th annual Hartford Book Festival.
God. Already?
Yes, this is going on to our 7th year. And what I'm excited about is that, every year we come up with a theme. And this year's theme is Literary Art Aligned 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that we have been doing, if it's from showing up to other literary platforms or doing our book chat, we have an ongoing book chat. We have young artists, authors participating. That's Literary Art Aligned. We will have at this book festival that is coming, by the way, September 27th. From 9:30 to 3:30.
Yes, we're going to talk. We want to repeat that a few times.
Yes. Next month, it is actually literally 1 month away, and we have a few spots left for vending.
Okay.
And what we offer with this Hartford Book Festival is access to local authors, entrepreneurs, and artists to come to showcase their work, to sell their books. There is no vendor fee. Okay. It's just a first come, first serve type of a thing. And if what they're selling is literary art aligned or artsy or something as a complement to the festival, we will have a live stage. So we will have an open mic. There will be a course as a poet laureate and Phil have to represent some poetry, as well as some roundtable discussions with the poet laureates. We will have a symposium about Malcolm X because this is Malcolm X's centennial year.
Okay.
His 100th year.
Yes.
Of his birthday. And so we would discuss transformation. Most people don't realize that he had a little bit of poetry.
Okay.
So, and his poetry is found in, I think, 400 Years of Poetry book. And I think Calvin Young is this book. I have to look again, and as far as who produced this collection of work. So that's Literary Art Line, transformation, using the power of word and communication to help support and transform his community and peers, and done it at a young age. So we will discuss that. We will have some free book giveaways. Right now, we are accepting donations for children books, new books, or really gently used. I mean, so gently used that look brand new books, because I think it is important for someone to be able to take a book and make it their own without, seeing someone else's name and highlights and dog ears, and just to own the book. And we're saying it don't have to be expensive or anything. We could run to the dollar store. We're not, I'm not making a call to action here. What I'm saying is to help us build literacy and to maintain our mission of keeping the focus lit and having a literary art aligned table, and to give to the young adults and kids. Oftentimes we will receive books for the 3-year-old or 7-year-old, and we forget all about the 15-year-old. We want to occupy their minds as well. So I'm excited.
I am too.
Yes, as a writer,
as
an artist, we have a team. Our mission is to revitalize literary art and in our community, to serve people in our community, the people who are the non-traditional community. We have an anthology with some youth, some children with their statements in the book that's published. We have folks who are incarcerated, who thought that their words was just forever locked. So we gave them some wings to fly out of the, of the prison system to share their stories. People that might have been human trafficked, homeless, and then we just have artists or people who just never been published and wanted to have their say. So we have anthologies, books, journals, and writing workbooks to act as a muse for writers.
So you see, guys, this is going to be a wonderful program. So I hope you're going to come out and say the date again.
Yes, September 27th, Saturday, September 27th at the Hartford Public Library, downtown Hartford, 500 Main Street, from 9:30 to 3:30. Be there. There will be workshops. There will be panel discussions. There will be a live stage. There will be a few kids that will dress up in their favorite book characters.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and author highlights. We will have Bella Ray.
Right. And she's been sitting here so patiently, and I know that the young people are going to enjoy. She's going to inspire the young people. So we have a couple other guests, but we want to hear from Bella Ray. She came in proudly holding her book, and I got to buy one for my grandkids. So we're going to have Grandma to interview her and ask her some questions.
Okay.
So go, Grandma.
Hi, Bella Ray. What would you like for me to call you on the show, Bella Ray or Bella?
Bella Ray.
Bella Ray. Nice. Good job. And Ray is part of your dad's name, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, Bella. Do you know what Bella means in Italian?
Nope.
It means beautiful, because you're beautiful, and Ray of light. So your name means beautiful ray of light. And she has shared her ray of light in this book, and with her name comes her ancestry. So she's a biracial child who her mother is Sicilian and French Canadian, as well as her father being indigenous and African American, and which is my son. And Bella has a book. Show everybody your book.
Hold it up. Yeah, hold your book up. Yeah.
What's the name of your book?
My book is named What's Inside.
Yes.
What's inside?
So why tell Miss Harris why your book is titled What's Inside?
Because it matters what's inside your heart.
You want to hold it up? Okay. I want to hear you real good.
Yes.
It matters what's inside your heart?
Yes.
Wow. That's beautiful, You already know though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, keep telling me about some more.
So this book has activities in the book. Like you can answer questions. You can and when you read one of the questions it says, it says, "What does love feel like?"
Oh, so what does love feel like? So there are questions that have people to sit with themselves and talk about what's in the inside.
Yes.
Question: What inspired you to come up with this title or come up with this poetic song book to talk about what's inside? Because what really matters?
It matters that be good to all people, and you don't have to judge what they look like. Judge how they act.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's
Yes.
powerful. You need to tell the grown folks that too. I mean, I know this is for the children, but a lot of grown-ups need to know that too.
Yep.
Yes, that is wonderful.
Yes. Can we hold your book up, Bella?
Sure.
Yes, and show people your book. There's a cat. Bella loves a few things. What is that you love?
So I love cats, dragons, and tigers.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, in this book, maybe we could show a couple pages, Bella, right? And maybe you could read 1 or 2 pages for us to show people.
Want to read all the pages?
I don't know. I was here as a short. We could read a few. So we want people to purchase the book.
So, you might be small. You might be big. I don't care about your skin. I care what's in love in your heart.
Yeah, so we'll stop there.
Wait, one more page.
Well, you don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, and there's some more.
That is beautiful.
So we don't care about your skin, like I mentioned before. So Bella Ray would say, hey, I remember she was being interviewed early on, and I said, what inspired you, Well, people, want to say, well, what are you? Or ask questions, and, and it's like, so her parents is educating her with, hey, you're a human being, you could, you don't have to pick a race, or you don't have to pick certain things that you like to wear, or, it doesn't matter if you said, big or tall?
No, I said.
What was it? What did you say?
I said, it doesn't matter if you're big.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or, things like that.
Like on this page,
and
on
so
these 2 pages.
Having the opportunity to think about maybe showcasing your art or your work.
Yes.
You don't have to wait till you 30 years old, 25 years old. You can become a young 7, 8-year-old author.
Right.
And, I said, Belle, what you want to be now? What, you want to be an entrepreneur? You want to have your own store? We're working on her merchandise. So tell them what you have. You already have what we talked about, the pens.
Yes, I have pens.
And so we're working on that, and pens and totes and shirts and different things, and just to have this movement about
what's inside.
Yeah. So do you have any questions for Bella Ray? Oh, Belle, how about the back of the book? So what would be important for people to think?
Think?
As far as...
Think. Use your imagination and your heart, right? Or draw what you really feel, your words and thoughts and mind, share them, right? Your answers on the next few pages.
Yes. So
wonderful.
So having people, having young people, and parents are actually expressing. So people have purchased this book, and parents have said, let me sit and think about what really matters. And to, in a climate right now, where people are sizing you up based on how much money you have, or what your clothes look like, what your skin look like, and all of this stuff, and even being, young with the social media, or, so Belle, can you tell people, how can you make people feel good? So if there's a child or someone that's sitting there lonely, or how can you make them feel, welcomed or better? What can you do?
You can be friends with them. You can say, "Are you okay?" And you can be with them and make friends.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Belle. I'd like to be your friend if I was a child. Thank you.
It doesn't matter. You're still my friend.
Yes, exactly.
So
Yes.
special. So special. Well,
Thank you.
Well, Bella, I thank you so much for coming on the program. I cannot wait for my granddaughters to see you because you're so smart and so pretty, and they would love to have your book. And when I tell them I actually met the young lady that wrote the book, they're going to be excited. And so you're going to inspire so many other children that think, well, I can't write a book, but when they see you and they know that you're a little girl like them, it's going to inspire them to want to write a book.
Yes.
Yes. So I love it. So thank you so much for coming on the program today. I appreciate you. So we're going to have you sit over there, and we're going to have somebody else to come up and talk. So we thank you, and I'm going to see you I hope I'm going to see you at the event, and I'm going to buy some books.
Yes, you will.
Right.
You will see her as a
Alrighty.
highlight at the Hartford Book Festival.
All right. You can go sit over there with those ladies. Oh my God. So proud.
Thank you. I am so proud of her.
Now, Miss Barbara, you want to come up, darling?
Yes, you did such a great job. First time I'm meeting her, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Hello, Barbara.
You go,
I gotta
darling.
hold the book.
Now, Barbara has been on the program before, and I fell in love with Barbara as soon as I met Barbara. And her story, Blessed, Not Bitter,
Yes.
really touched my heart. And I said to her, I said, Barbara, I can see this going so far, touching so many hearts. And so you're gonna have your stuff at the
Yes.
and so we're gonna let I don't want to do all the talking. I'll let her ask your
No,
question.
you're
Yes,
doing
Miss
good. I love
Teresa.
it.
Yes. Yeah, I am happy to be here. Thank you again for another great segment. And you're just so beautiful, such a kind and beautiful spirit inside and out.
And a timeless beauty too.
Yeah, timeless beauty. So when I do that next I Am Woman project of timeless beauty, we definitely have to have you as our model.
Oh,
We always
stop.
get someone for to
Stop.
be the theme. But today, thank you, Bella Ray, for setting the tone about what's inside and being a young author. I'm elated to be part of her process, her journey, and being an author. And as a photographer, I had the privilege of going and snapping and capturing her book signing in Enfield at Barnes and Nobles. So we also have some.
Say that again. She had a book signing.
Yes,
at
I don't know. They didn't mention that, but yes, she had in Enfield, Connecticut. She had a book signing maybe a little over a month ago.
Wow.
And as a photographer, I just know in my spirit it is valuable to capture those moments and to have professional pictures. So as a gift, I came up and shared my lens and my vision of watching her sign her book, talk about her book, engage with engage with the customers that came into the store. It was so phenomenal. And the pictures tell a great story of what's inside of her. And because it radiant outside to all the customers in the store, and her little bright light just illuminated everyone to come to her little stand. She had a cute table set up, color coordinated. It was just fabulous. And she knew what she was talking about, just as eloquently as she sat here in her 8-year-old self.
Yes.
She was the same way, but she was 7 then. And I was just marveling that you're an author at 7 years old.
Wow.
She even had this little one time that she was and I'm gonna leave it at this. She was in the store and she was like, I'm 7. I'm an author, to an older woman. And I was just thinking the older woman might have clutched her pearls and said, "Well, what am I doing?"
She did. She said, "What am I doing with my life?
What am I doing with my life?" Because you're an author at 7. That was just so beautiful.
Yes, yes.
But I'm happy to be part of Hartford Lit.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been a part of Hartford Lit for about 4 years now. So,
Okay.
matter of fact, ever since Blessed Not Bitter, before it was even published,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I was allowed to be the author of the event in 2021, maybe that
Okay.
was.
Okay.
I was the featured author, and
Mhm.
my book hadn't come out
Yes.
yet, but it was about to be published.
Okay.
So that right there just gave me like leverage, and it just spoke to my spirit that maybe you should, you know, like continue to be aligned with them, you know.
Mhm.
So I joined as a board member as the community outreach person.
Okay.
So and I play 2 roles too. I also, as a photographer, I also lend my lens to capture their moments as well.
Okay.
I've had my books. Obviously, I've sold at a table too, but I've worked workshops as well, facilitating vision boards with them as well.
Is that how you guys met when you first
Well,
did
you
your
know, well, we
book? Did
met
you
because she's the book lady.
the book lady?
She's the woman to help you get a book. And it was so funny. Just yesterday, I was looking back at some old videos, and we met at Tara Key's birthday party. And then maybe before, we met before then, but when I asked her to help me with my book was at Tara Key's birthday party. And I remember sitting
Wow.
next to her, and by a way of another woman saying, "Well, that's the book lady right there." And I was
The
like,
book
"Okay,
lady.
well, let me go sit
The
down."
book lady.
You know, once I said what I wanted to do, and yes, and Zima helped me, and I have the video recording of me actually pushing the button when the book was published.
Oh my.
So, you know, it just feels right. You know, when something
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
right in your spirit,
Mhm.
you know, it's not like I'm aligning myself with something that I don't believe in. I'm aligning my spirit with being a part of, first of all, I'm an author. And mind you, I was not a writer prior to this. I would write, but not a writer. So I have learned some skills
Yeah.
being part of Hartford Lit, you
Mm.
know, and how my vision has widened. So
Mhm.
I'm happy to be part of the 7th annual. Like, we're coming up.
Wow.
We will be here, and to share any community engagement connections that I have.
Mhm.
I welcome all of them, and I reach out. So as the community outreach person, that's my role here,
Okay.
is to
Okay.
reach out into the community and ask for the big ask. And there's a book called The Big Ask, Lucinda
Yes, there
Cross.
is.
Yes.
Yep.
And
I met
it is
her.
and it's very important to just go boldly. So even here, I am boldly asking for soft donations of books. And I'm not just going to leave it there, because I know it's a book festival, but anything that will align with that day that
Yeah.
is going to help solidify the engagement that we have in the community. It is important. Books are alive. Books
Yes.
still continuously need to be read, and we need to further the young. We need to get to
Yes.
the youth and let
Yes.
them know all this digital stuff that's out, and not to downplay any of that, but I swear it's nothing like flipping
Nothing
through
like a
book.
book.
It's
Right.
nothing like it. And yeah, I can't say, you know, under their guidance, I'm happy to be with a team that,
Yeah.
you know, is just not just Enzima, but I'm happy to be part of the team, and how we meet monthly, weekly, you know,
Yeah.
especially leading up to the day. And how much fun we have. Let's not leave that out.
Yes.
It is a lot of fun on that day, meeting other authors or artists.
Mhm.
It's just a community affair.
Now that day, let's repeat it again.
September 27th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Hartford Public Library in Hartford, Connecticut.
9:30.
9:30, I
Yep.
apologize.
No, it's okay.
And all are welcome. Yep, so we'll have food, finger foods, you know, we'll have drinks, water.
Well, you know what? We have this thing. a traditional thing where we have like a hospitality table for the vendors or while things last. You know, people come in, they're stressed about, their boxes setting up, but they're not, they're excited too.
Yeah.
And they forget to eat. And they're like, okay, so we need to set up by 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And so we like, well, here's some tea and here's some coffee, here's a donut and a cracker and cheese. And then we have Miss Mama Lorraine come in with this, here's something for folks who might need gluten-free. And, and we just had this little table. It's not a whole big platter or like a big smorgasbord, but it was something like I can grab a bite and I can maintain myself. And we want people to feel at home and welcome and invited and warm. Like when you think of books, for me, I think of books. I think of a cafe. I think of, books and, just something cozy, even a blanket or fireplace. But I also think about a little tea or a little water or something. And, along with that, just touching books where everything's digital. You get to touch it and make friends with the author. So September 27th, 9:30 to 3:30, the Hartford Book Festival. And
Hartford Public Library, that is, right there on Main Street. I believe 500 Main Street.
Yes,
right
yes, on a Saturday.
And vendors.
And it's free.
Vendors, come out. Vendors, listen. It is time to send that email, push that button, create that email so you could be a vendor at the Hartford Public Library for the Hartford Literary Integrated Trailblazer Book Festival, the 7th annual. Vendors' spots are still available. We can't let this free day go. We just can't let it go by.
Right.
And it's awesome. You get to meet publishers, photographers, people they're looking for a photo to put inside of their book. You need a headshot, so you have opportunity to meet a photographer to make that appointment. Say, I have a book, but I need I need all the moving parts. I need an illustrator. Well, there are some illustrators that will be there. There are people who, maybe I have a story, but I'm not a great writer, so I need an editor.
Wow.
So we have powerful storytellers or people with powerful stories that, hey, I never said I was the language art teacher or this, but I need an editor or a team of editors, beta readers. There are people who's willing to sit at a round table and act as your beta reader.
What's a beta reader?
Like even with journey writers, you know how you sit there, you have a manuscript, and you have folks who come and they all sit at the table, and everybody have a copy of your book or your manuscript, and you say, well, let's read this, let's go through this, and let's have our perspective and feedback. And sometimes what you have in your head don't convey to the man. You see, like, oh, that was supposed to be a funny part. Well, I didn't get that.
Gotcha. Yeah,
so they give you like some sound feedback and some real expressions and real time. And they act like your beta readers, like food tasters.
When I had my book, I needed that, right? And we did we did that at the Hartford Public Library.
Wow.
So there's rooms up there too. Once you get connected, it's a day of networking. Yeah, bring your business card. It's a wonderful day, and it goes by very quickly. To be honest with you, they give away awards. I've seen some prominent women and men receive awards there. Like I didn't even know what they did in the city. I would see them around maybe at an event or something like that. But, to be highlighted and to receive an award for, I know what that feels like. So I can only imagine like what it feels like when they receive it. And they give an annual award, and they have the Honey Water Awards, and the family who is attached to the Honey Water Awards, they come out. They participate every year because this award is given out every year, and they do their heartfelt, diligent, being supportive every year. And throughout the year, and it's just not every year, but throughout the year, because that's the importance. It's just not arriving at the book festival on that day, but what are we doing the whole year to make it a festival? And the hard work that goes into it, the behind the scenes stuff that we don't, like it rolls out so beautifully on the tables, and watching everybody gather and meet and greet and talk and, exchange numbers. But man, all the stuff that's behind the scenes that's happening as well. It's a lot of moving parts. And to honor Enzima, to honor Tashala, and all the ones that came way before I came, Lorraine, all of them, the founders are Alfonso McGriff, all the founders that lay here. Like, I'm honored to even for them to even ask, like,
Right.
would you want to be a part of this? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I think I would be. I am honored. So I'm amazed, and I'm
I'm
honored.
so excited.
Mhm.
I'm hoping my calendar is clear that day
think
because
so,
I want to
too.
be there.
Yes. Well, we would love to see you there, and other literary organizations. That's a big ask. That's a big invite, and that's who we want to target, because I mean, I have to say, my first literary organization outside of My Every Kind of Lady was with Journey Writers Inc.
Yep.
Being able to sit at a table with other people who just want to share
Yeah.
their creative story, and
Yeah.
and so they actually participated. Andre Kett and LaShawn is on the advisory board. She's
Right.
one of the founder members,
Yeah.
and having Regina Dighton come and perform, do some presentation, facilitating. Carla, she was the editor. She was the other editor to the Blessed Not Bitter book. So it was like a whole team.
Jeez.
So we have a cohort, we have a community, we have groups.
Yes.
And Lorraine, who will be here as well, she was coming because one of her missions is about literacy and building it and being part of that. And she lived in Avon. So we serve people not just in Hartford, but people in the greater Hartford area. People, there are places in Connecticut I never heard of. We have New Haven, the Lit Fest, folks who are coming, and like she said, there are annual awards. The idea is community, build a community around literature. So I'm the Enfield Town, Connecticut Poet Laureate, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm serving a second term, right? And I'm trying to build a community there. But I was raised up in Hartford.
I remember when I first heard that you were who was saying it right, laureate.
Yep, laureate.
Laureate.
Yeah.
See, I'm glad you
laureate. It's one of the two. I don't know.
I was close. I was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was close.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about having you out here? I didn't even have to ask these questions.
That's awesome.
I'm just excited about it. Are we going to have Miss Lorraine to come on?
Yes.
Yeah, and Barbara, I thank you again. You already know how.
I already love her. Everybody love Barbara.
Girl.
I think we get attention because Barbara.
Thank you so much.
Everybody need a Barbara.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello, ladies.
Hello. How you doing?
Good to see you, dear. So now hold that mic up, honey. You're gonna talk in it.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
So now, what you want to introduce Miss Lorraine and talk about?
Yes,
her
and Barbara is our photographer, and I hope that she captured this moment. Miss, we call her Ma Rain, Mama B, light skinned sister. We always she
I heard auntie,
all of these nicknames,
Got
right?
a lot of names.
But the one thing I can say I can give her is being a person who's dedicated, a person who show up, give her authentic self, and show up is like a lot. But she has been a part of Hartford's Lit since day one. Not just the day, we have like a multiple days, like 3-day festival. This year is we broke it down into 2. And she would show up, not just with her snacks, but show up with the idea of giving support and participating in all the book chats, whether we was in person, virtual, and has been consistent with everything. And I'm like, we had to give her an award one year to say, look, she's an honorary member, and but can we really make this real? She's can we put her on the board? And right?
After 5 years, they asked me to join the team, and I have to tell you, this is an area that very close to my heart. As a retired teacher, literature and the arts are the very programs that are taken out of our schools first.
Yeah.
So the reason I gravitated to wanting to be a part of this organization, one is because I still believe in the old saying, reading is still fundamental.
Yes.
And, I want to encourage, when I see Bella, my God, I mean, there's no more encouragement than that.
Right.
Because she's the role model for children to believe that they can write a book too.
Right.
So, I mean, perfect,
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's because I'm an avid reader. My late dad and I were avid readers, and we're all about the history and the culture of many different peoples. So even though I'm the light-skinned teacher, that is my passion to learn about other cultures and other people. And this is how you do it, through reading. The thing that impresses me most about Hartford's Lit, they are truly identified as a grassroots organization.
Okay.
And that's all organic, because everything we do is real, it's genuine, and it's based on literature and the arts.
Okay.
So what better gift to give folks of any age, of any creed, color, that is to read.
Yeah.
And to write.
Yes. Yes.
So these are things like we talk about as the elders, that there's so many things that don't exist anymore and that people don't take interest in. Everything we do, first of all, it's free. I mean, where can you go to meet area authors and network with people you've never met before and get inspired by, like I say, by Bella alone, and how young you can start. And as Barbara said, that you have a story inside of you. And even though you don't think of yourself as a writer, look what happened. She came to the right place, that she wanted to write a book, and boom, there it was. So that to me is very, very special.
Yes.
That I've heard people say, "Oh, I'm not a reader." Well, you're never too old to try.
That's
and
right.
that's why I say
I love to
just
read.
because you may not have done it for years and years doesn't mean you can't start. And it's a very peaceful and calming type of activity. It gives you that still time. But what impresses me about Hartford's Lit is everything, and like she said, this festival takes us a year to plan. And the background work of connecting with fellow authors to decide who's been in that arena and hasn't been recognized yet. And I love that they recognize people that may not have been recognized before. And they bring to light all these authors and artists that just are phenomenal. So I mean, to some people, I don't want to spend the day in the library, but it's not just about spending the day in the library. What they offer in the workshops, in the presentations, in the authors, I mean, there's so much richness.
I am so convinced. I am so convinced. You guys, I'm telling you, you're making me excited about wanting to go.
It's exciting.
Bella Ray's
we're
making
there
me
and loading
excited.
up, and
light-skinned sister.
You're
making me excited.
Yeah.
Tell the date again. I don't know how much more time we got to
September
talk.
27th, 9:30 to 3:30, 500 Main Street, Hartford Public Library. Be there. And again, vendors, you're not paying for your table. You're getting a free spot.
Wow.
To show yourself. See, this is another element that it's not, we're not a nonprofit. It's not about making money. It's truly about bringing literature and the arts to the community.
Yes, I love it.
So how can you pass up a free event?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Right.
It just, to me, I don't get it, but I don't try to get it. I
Yeah,
don't ask
right,
why anymore. I let people be. You do you. I'll do
And the
me.
participation with the
Is-
community is so she mentioned grassroots. Everybody have a part in it. So you have we would try to do some kind of fundraising or whatever to give the artists something because they're artists and we want them to give them a little money, what we could come up with. But we're not collecting money at the door.
Yeah,
So people's whole families get to come and for free. And then we have facilitators facilitating workshops. Then we have panels, we have entertainers, poets, and all of that. And then oftentimes they are volunteering their time, so they have an opportunity to give back. And some people want to know how they can participate. And to be honest, what I love, and as Bella Ray is our first youth author highlight that we had in our history of Hartford's Lit and also the Hartford Book Festival. And I'm proud to be her grandmother. But one thing I'm gonna tell you, about a year ago, we had some struggles, and I was looking for how can I support her in the literary way. And after I let her know that her voice mattered, and listen to her share stories, or her first time on a stage was at the Science Center to share her words, right? I said, my gosh, let's capture that. We don't have to wait for 10 years. But that confidence that that came with giving her opportunity to know that her voice mattered.
Right.
What she has to say matters. Giving more attention to literature, giving her a book and telling her, well, you can be inside the book too. She's a little character on the book. This is her, and I say that you never know what comes out of things like that.
Right. Exactly.
And now you see the way she's reading.
Yes. Bold and
brave. That came from an emotional space.
Yeah. And I have a special story too. Last year, for the first time, one of my students from Harlem, from our school, Family Academy, it was her first time. She wrote a book. She's a social justice and human rights major. And she came. And now here's someone from over 20 years ago, and she was so excited. And she came and she presented her book.
Wow.
So talk about, that was full circle round. That was very heartfelt because I said, wow, she's it just goes to show that no matter what age, no matter, we welcome everyone.
Yeah.
So if you need confidence, you came to the right place.
Yes, keep the focus lit.
We're going to keep the focus lit, and we're going to keep you lit with us, and encourage you to continue your dreams of writing a book.
Yeah, I love it. I know we're going to have to wind down. I can sit here and talk with these ladies all day, but I know we're limited on time. But this has been a wonderful, wonderful session.
Thank
you.
And
you guys here, I'm excited. I can't wait to get home and look at my calendar, make sure I'm open so I can be there.
Yep. Plug that date
but
in.
This is wonderful. I'm just so excited about little Bella Ray. I can't wait for my grandchildren to see the book. And I'm just thankful for, like I said, I had a whole list of things I was going to ask. I didn't have to ask anything. we filled up the time by just talking because it's the comfort level you have with people, So again, I thank you guys for coming on. I think Win TV is always giving me this platform. I call it a ministry. To be able to reach out to people and stuff. And so any last words before we go off?
Save the date. Save the date, September 27th.
Yeah, so you can contact Hartford's Lit via email, or you could go to our website. That is hartfordslit.com or Hartford slit@gmail.com. We are still accepting. We have about maybe 12 or 15 spots available.
Okay.
But if you want to know more detailed information about how you would like to participate or be a part of the festival or volunteer or give donations, contact us via email, Hartfordslit, HARTFORDSLIT @gmail.com. And I will be there to answer any questions you may have. But yes, come out to this free event as a family-friendly affair, workshops and activities for the children, and there will be some new authors and some author highlights like Alfonso McGriff, Influence, Sherman, Jason Dorsey, and again, you will have opportunity to meet Bella Ray Robinson.
And then also, just a reminder, go and see the links that we have provided on social media for you to be able to become a vendor. I think, and I've said this to the crew all along, unfortunately, social media is just so saturated, and I don't say that as a negative, that it's very easy to miss stuff. So we keep plugging away to let the vendors know this is an opportunity for you to be a vendor. No charge for your table. We provide whatever snacks we can. We pick up the materials for the writing, and we've got giveaways of books and crayons for the kids. You know, we're going to make bookmarks with them and anything that will encourage them to keep reading.
So you see, there's no way you can lose by coming out to this. And again, I thank my guests for coming on today, and I'm really looking forward to going down and visiting the Hartford Lit Festival. You saw some of the people that came on, especially little Bella Ray. And I thank you, Win TV audience, for watching diversity in the community for the last, how many years, since 2008. And we tend to share so many things that are negative. This is something positive for all ages. So I'm asking you to, if you can, if you don't have anything on your calendar, to come out. I'm thankful for my guests here today. And you guys have a good day, morning, evening, whenever you watch this show. And we hope to see you at Hartford Lit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
for having us.
Teresa.
Thank you.